Hey everybody, it's Gypsy and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. Wow, today's Monday, so the weekend's over. I'm out of vending mode. I'm trying to get back into gardening mode. I know I have so much to do, so much yard cleanup. I got to get the strawberries in, got to get the rest of the radishes planted, all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of feeling overwhelmed because, as many of you know, I was sick for 2 weeks, and then when I felt better, I went back to the flea market for 2 days. So I don't get much gardening done on the weekends at all. So, I'm kind of switching modes here. Wow, it's so weird. I mean, the weather is what I'm really thinking of right now. Yesterday I was talking to somebody about the unusually warm fall weather we're having here in Northeast Ohio. Now, usually in Northeast Ohio, we hit our peak color for fall mid-October, which would be next week. Now, as you can see, they're changing, but it's usually much further along than this. We were talking about that, and it was like, the weather, typically, we had like a small bout of typical fall weather, but lately it's been like really sunny, blue skies, and like around 80 degrees. And it was forecasted like that in the weather until yesterday. So this person and I we were talking about this. Now, she's 10 years older than I am. And, it was like we were talking about when we were young. Everybody was saying we were headed for an ice age. Okay. Now, if you're my age and you lived in this part of the country, that was easily believable, because we had the winters of 76, 77, and 77, 78, especially the second one, really bad. I mean, you want to talk about cold. It was freezing, tons and tons and tons of snow, and I mean tons. So it was easy for us to believe that. And also, now what I did not know at that time, but I learned in recent years, that there was a mini ice age. And I can't remember exactly when, like maybe 1600s, maybe 17. I don't know, but I was like, wow, I was fascinated. So we started talking about how the weather naturally does adjust. Sometimes, like I read something about the axis of the earth, and we were headed for a shift with that. I don't know if that happened or not, but that will cause weather change, whatever, climate change, etc. So we were talking about that. And it is kind of like, if you lived through the late 70s in this area of the country, you think to yourself, well, warmer weather in the winter, because I was terrified that was going to be our winters from then on. And I could not handle that. Excuse me, I still have like the cough left over from when I was sick. But it was a really interesting conversation in the things that are contributing to why the weather sometimes is off. So yes, it's been off here. So as of yesterday, we were supposed to have sunny, beautiful weather. I wake up this morning and I let my animals out and everything. Boy, is it cold out here. I look at the weather, they totally changed it. So now we are back to having typical weather for this time of the year in Northeast Ohio. It's cold. No, wearing my gardening coat, my gardening jacket. And from here on out, it looks like normal Ohio weather. I thought, well, that's weird, which is fine, because what it did was, it looked like there was, from yesterday's forecast, a chance of frost at the end of the week. So I really needed to hurry with what I need to do in the garden. But now that they changed it to normal, daytime temperatures, it looks like that chance of frost is gone, which is kind of odd because our first frost is typically mid-October. So I don't know. But I don't even know why I'm talking about this. It's just, we had this conversation yesterday, then I wake up to a totally different forecast. It's odd. There are, I think, many contributing factors as to why that would happen. Okay. I refuse to get on any one particular bandwagon. But I am suspicious of certain things. A lot naturally, you're going to have these weather shifts. Thank God we never had another winter like 77, 78. I was terrified it was always going to be like that. So all right, in 2012, I moved into a new house, and it was like mid-October, right about now. October 12th, actually, and today is what? October 7th, okay? So it was this kind of weather. On the 24th, 10 days after I moved into this new place, we get, it's right around the corner from here, a snowstorm. Power lines down, etc., trees, branches, that kind of stuff. So it's like, you never know what to really expect. You have your averages, okay? There are many factors. If we want to start playing the blame game, I would never blame it on your average everyday citizen, no matter what generation they're in. Okay, if there's any fault to be placed anywhere, go higher up, much higher up. Okay, but you guys know, I told you, on April 8th, when we had the solar eclipse, and I'm in the path of totality here. Most amazing thing I ever saw. Anyways, that day, the sky was just crisscrossed all day long with the chemtrails. Okay. I mean, it was pretty worse than usual. So the eclipse comes. Since that day, I kept saying, there's no more chemtrails. Skies look like they did when I was young. So that was interesting. Now, many people here will tell you we had a hot summer. I don't think so. We had an average summer. Spring. Our spring was warmer than usual, warmer than it should be. The dog found a tennis ball. Just making sure it's not one of my Walmarts. But summer to me was average. It was very comfortable, very beautiful. It's what I typically remember growing up here. But a lot of people say, oh no, it's hot, it's hot. And sometimes I wonder if they mess with our memory by telling us this so much that we actually believe it's hotter than it is. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. These are just thoughts I'm throwing out. But anyway, so a ball needs to be thrown. Where is it? Oh, so he's going to steal it from me. Anyways. So, no chemtrails at all in our skies for all these months. I think it was last week sometime. I came outside to do something in the yard, and I look up. It's a couple days ago. It's about 2 days ago, and I'm looking. I'm going, uh-oh. They're bringing back those little streaks across the sky. So I don't know what that means. Because I don't think any of us really know what it truly means, what it truly is. But I do believe somebody's been messing with our weather. I have a feeling that has ever been messing with our weather, their opponents have come in and they're trying to crack things. Only a feeling like that. Nobody get their panties in a bunch. So that was 2 days ago, and we were having this gorgeous, unusually warm weather. And now we're back to, well, this is Ohio in the fall weather. I don't know. It's very odd. All I know is with the cooler weather, there's a cat. Yeah. Got my Orvis basket. She wants to get in it. With the cooler weather, I can't. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at her. It's easier for me to get yard work done. And I got to put all the yard decorations away. I got cleanup to do. I've got planting to do. I got to get garlic. I'm going to have to get Dad in and invite Mom. Use all this stuff. And when I got sick, it really... Oh, and then I have to start pureeing all my pumpkins and getting those put up. It's like I'm going... Unfortunately, I didn't get as many pumpkins as I had hoped. So I think I have enough for me to put up. I might give a jar or two to my sister. Next year, I want to plant more. Maybe like at the very least, double my crop so I could be selling those. This girl's crazy today. Rhiannon, you know, my one cat who follows me around all over the place. So, I don't know what I'm rambling about, but it's the start of a new gardening week here for me. Switch from vendor to farmer here. So, just thought I'd talk about that. So anyways, well, let's see what the week brings me. I think my priorities, what I'm going to start with, are the strawberries and radishes. Miss Ma'am, you are shaking the camera. She might knock it over. So I'm going to plant those first. And then I'm going to start some cleanup. I'm going to have to get mulch for all the berries. Garlic and radishes, stuff like that. So, that's where I am right now. Back in garden mode. I have a lot to do. Because now that this is typical Ohio weather, it can snow at any moment, and I'm not joking. Oh, no snow today. It's going to be in the 50s, and you turn around, oh, change the weather forecast. No, it's going to be in the upper 20s, low 30s, and oh, look, snow. You never know around here. So, let's get gardening, everybody. I'll leave you with that recipe and make it a joyful one.